Gyepi, the evening it is, my sweet sunbuns. It's Gyepi. I did forget to announce beforehand for the stream, so I'd apologize about it, but we are here once again to continue Vampire Melody visual novel that maybe we will manage to complete today. Yeah. As much as I do like cheese, those cheesy lines from yesterday were just a tad too much for this fox, so she does hope that there will be no more of that type at the very least. Hello Akashiro Takeru, how are you doing? Welcome. So, I hope you're having a Gyepi day so far, or a Gyepi evening, Gyepi morning, whatever Gyepi may be working the best for you. So now we'll switch directly to the game. Please do let me know in case there is something that may be adjusted comment to the audio, as per usual, and let's begin. Last time we finished the stream because I was quite exhausted. Yesterday evening it was. I did not stream that long, but for me it was longish based on my previous streams, so yeah, I'd have to quit it. And I think we're approaching the actual ending, but before that one, we'll still be discovering all of the other bad endings, since there are many endings overall, 7, all of them. And I'm not sure if all of the other endings are all bad or not, actually, because I did not inform myself about that. So we're gonna see it today. Okay, let's go. Which was the latest save file again? I did quite a mess here. I think it was this one. Okay, there we go. Let me know if I should bump the audio, thank you. It's so cold. This spot actually feels a bit cold when I sit down. Maybe because I'm wet from that heavy rain, so I instinctively rub my arms to get some warmth. Oh, I remember now, so we managed to run out with Yella, who was running away from us because she believed she would bring upon misfortune, because so far of the encounters she had ended bittersweetly or dramatically, that is, over years, so she thought that she may have to distance from us, pretending that she did not care. We managed to run out with her, but she did decide to explain to us the curse that was following her for long so far, for many years. There is supposed to be a lightning that would hit her and turn her into ash, so she will disappear, and we are trying to save her. In the meanwhile, while we were hiding in the sewers, while it was pouring hard with rain, the water wound up with its level. We woke up fortunately, but Yella is sound asleep because she is exhausted. So we had to carry her out, and we are trying to see where we can hide in order to not get hit by that powerful lightning, because it is not hiding, hi, because it is not a regular type of lightning. It is one that is supposed to hit vampires indeed, like some sort of punishment, a divine punishment. How are you doing, Irene? I think I am almost concluding this game. But we still have to explore the different endings. I'd reach, I think, 2 dead ends or a single one. I'm not sure. I'm doing fine, glad to hear so. I decided to stream a bit earlier today so that we can finish earlier. Because afterwards I wanna go on a little walk. Because this booty has not been moving enough these last days. For a change of pace. The spot actually feels a bit cold when I sit down. Maybe because I'm wet from that heavy rain, so I instinctively rub my arms to get some warmth. Barum! Another thunderclap arises to send that noise reverberating freely in the narrow passageway. I cover Yella with my mat since I can't allow her to catch a cold. Seems I am fated to have a sleepless night. Did you understand that just now? It seems like the main character is occasionally like slow brain salad, but otherwise he's quite bright, so I still am unsure of how to see him. I slept. I fell asleep while leaning against the railing without realizing it. Luckily the water level didn't rise to this walkway above. Yella? Yella isn't lying on the mat. She's resting on my shoulder, and my mat has been draped back on me at some point in time earlier. It should be morning now. The underground tunnels have slightly more light streaming in from outside. I crane my neck to see below. The water has receded to its original level. Although the floor is still wet, only small puddles are left. Wake up! My shoulder hurts. She gets off my stiff shoulder to stretch. Your shoulder is too... Sorry, Yella. Pardon-moi. Your shoulder is too hard. My head hurts too. I should cut it open and soak it in vinegar sauce to soften it. Bah. Don't say such frightening things. Why did you take off your trousers? Because I wasn't wearing a skirt. I didn't know you had such a fetish. I will help you choose one when we get out of here. That's not the case here. That's not what I mean. I quickly retrieved my pants and put it on. After you fell asleep last night, that place began to flood and I shifted to this area afterwards. My shoes and trousers were wet by the time we settled here, so I had no choice but to take them off to dry. That's all? Yes. Hold on, you didn't do anything weird to me after you took off your trousers? What the heck? I choke. Am I that sort of person to you? Where is the trust between us? Coward. I am an upright gentleman. I will never take advantage of other people's vulnerabilities. You have no guts at all. Her response is offending and amusing at the same time. Is she hinting that I should do something to her? Just you wait, I will definitely do something next time around. Yella's overbearing form changes and her face turns entirely red. You dare? See? You will surely respond like this if I did it. It's not as if I'm meeting you for the first time. Or anything. Of course, how could I allow my first time in this dirty place? Her voice becomes softer and her cheeks are so red they look like ripe tomatoes. For some reason, I'm getting excited and shy at her cute appearance. First time, same here. No, we shouldn't be talking about such things in the sewers. I quickly slapped my face to remind myself and changed the subject. There was a thunderstorm last night while you were asleep and lightning even struck it inside. A rat was hit and died right before my eyes. The lightning struck inside? Yes, it entered through the water. It was really powerful. The lightning from the heavens is really frightening. It would have found an opportunity to hit us if we weren't careful enough. Anyway, I haven't heard anything for a while. The rain should have stopped by now, judging from the water level. Has the lightning passed it? I don't know. Sometimes the lightning can pretend to leave before returning to catch its targets by surprise. Wait here. Where are you going? I'm going to take a look outside. I ran towards that light. We reached a set of ranks leading to the surface and deftly climbed up to open the manhole cover. We did complete chapter 5. The sun is shining brightly outside, with a smell of morning dew and fresh air. The ground has been thoroughly washed by the heavy rain, and the skies are blue with hardly a cloud in sight. The weather has changed completely. Great! I hurry back to Yella and lead her back to the surface. She seems a bit incredulous as she looks at the azure sky above. We've really dodged it. Probably. I'm not a vampire, so I don't know much about the lightning from the heavens. As far as I can tell, the weather is good, and the skies are clear. Since it is completely the opposite of a thunderstorm, lightning can possibly strike at this time. We have really avoided it? Somehow it feels... Yella is staring at me in confusion. She still seems to be wondering about something. For sure. Perhaps she has accepted my assurance. Her facial expression has finally turned into one of joy. When will the next lightning from the heavens arrive? A very long time from now. That's great news. Where should we go now?
服を全部洗ってもらいましょう。
First,
すごい匂い。
sorry, Yella. First, let's return to our hotel, take a bath, and send our clothes for washing. We smell so much now. And after that?
その次は
After that, she looks at me with a puzzled expression. Never mind, we have money, and we have dodged the lightning. We can do anything we like now.
急に肩の荷が下りただけなのに何をしたらいいか全然わからない。
Now that a great weight has suddenly been lifted from our shoulders, we don't know what to do. Then let's stroll around. Ever since we arrived into this world 3 centuries later, we have been exhausting ourselves most of the time. Taking a leisurely stroll is quite a luxury for us.
悪くないわね。そうしましょう。あんたの頭じゃせいぜいそれが一番いい考えだもんね。
Sounds good, let's do it then. This is probably the best idea you have come up with so far. Yes, I'm not as clever as this clueless lady here.
うるさいわね。行くわよ。早く愛しのバスタブちゃんと再会したいんだから。
You're so noisy. Let's go. I want to have a reunion with my dear little bathtub as soon as possible. What a reunion it is. Goodness, with the bathtub. After we have bathed and changed our clothes at the hotel, we began to walk along the streets in one direction. We chatted and paused from time to time to take in the sights as we passed the city and the outskirts. Eventually, we arrived at a spot that offered a panoramic view of this large modern city. Suddenly, this place looks rather familiar to me. Isn't this the place where you lied to me the other time?
はあ？いつ騙したっていうのよ。
Huh? When did I lie to you? Is she playing dumb? Luckily, I have a special habit and won't throw away things without good reason. I retrieved her letter from my pocket. Dear Island,
だね。
you... Yella rushes over to snatch my letter when she realizes what is happening, but she flies for some reason. It seems she hasn't recovered from her weakened state. This is my chance. Don't be so hasty, where is that part? I lied to you about the so-called agreement because I wanted you to come with me.
あんた、手紙を渡しなさい。
You, give me that letter! Yella is so furious she's stomping away. You want me to accompany you so much, Lady Yella?
私はこうやって脅さないと。あんたは間違いなく私を置いて逃げてたでしょ。
You definitely run away and leave me behind if I didn't scare you that way. That's true. Back then I couldn't think straight and even thought Yella was up to no good at one time. Although it was mostly so, we might not have such a story after that if she didn't lie to me. Come to think of it, that was such a twist of fate. You're so devious.
当たり前でしょ。
Why? Of course. If I had run off at the time, would you look for another person to trick? And stop appearing in front of me
あ
again?
んたが一度で学ぶなんてあれじゃない。
It's rare to see you being smart for once. Why? Of
真
course.
似しないで。
Don't copy me! Even so, why did you choose me as your first choice? Yella is smiling slyly at me after she heard my
目
question.
が覚めた時、あんたがいたからね。
Because I saw you when I woke up. You are so casual about
し
it?
かも猿みたいにパニックになって私を連れて走った。
And you were so panicky like a monkey, you pulled me along and ran. You can't blame me. Of course I was scared by it since I had never seen an excavator
そう
before.
ね。目が覚めてこんなおかしな場所にいたら一人じゃどうしたって不安よ。
Yes, anyone will feel very unsettled upon waking up in a strange place. You are worried too? I thought you were steady. You even said you had already prepared for all contingencies later
う
on.
るさいわね。雰囲気が台無しじゃない。
Shut up! You have ruined the mood for a good conversation. Okay, I will listen to you, Missy. Continue.
もういいわよ。あんたはそういうやつなんだから。なぜかわからないけど、あんたと一緒にいると妙な安心感があるのよ。わけわからないでしょ。こんなに弱くて臆病なやつなの。
Forget it. You're just that type of guy. I don't know why I'd always feel safe whenever I'm with you. Why? You're weak and cowardly. The last part is
そ
excessive.
れに変人ですけど。
And an indecent pervert too. That's nonsense. If I'm a pervert, I would have taken advantage of the time you were unconscious to lick your What are you making me read? To lick your entire body.
それが本音ね。
Cross your heart? No, can't you say I didn't do that?
それでまだ自分が臆病だって認めないの？
So you still aren't going to admit you're a coward? It's not fair of you to say that.
それでいいのよ。あんたと出会えたんだ。
Still, that was nice. It allowed me to meet you. Her smile and gentle voice has stilled that ice in my heart. In addition, a hot sensation is moving up from my neck to the top of my head. A single conversation out of many words I've exchanged in my life has deeply embedded itself in my melted
どう
heart.
したの？
What's wrong? Embarrassed, I turn away from Yella to look at the scenery below the hill. A large and prominent wheel is turning not too far away, and people are moving below. That scene looks familiar. Amusement park. I suddenly remember the name of that place, Mr. Cook and his restaurant ended there. The people in this area would also go there to enjoy
どう
themselves.
したの？
Are you,
何考
oh,
えてるの？
are you staring off into space? You're thinking of something? Are we gonna go to the amusement park? Let's go there and play. Yay! Where? I point to that massive wheel. Amusement park.
遊園地？
Amusement park? It's a place where everyone can enjoy themselves to the fullest.
なんで今まで黙ってたのよ。バカ、早く行くわよ。
Why didn't you bring it up until now? You fool, let's hurry there. Well, maybe because we were chased by police and by some sussy guys that were willing to kill us? Just maybe. She quickly drags me down the path afterwards. The place is full of jovial banter, along with the occasional screams of delight from the crowd, just like my first time here. Mr. Cook's statue is situated at one side, and even has a few bouquets of flowers at the base. Looks like the people in this age haven't forgotten about him. Give me a minute.
どこ行くの？
Where are you going? It hasn't been long since I last came here, yet feels as if 300 years have passed. I'd like 2 bouquets. I go over to buy 2 bouquets of flowers at a pushcart and give Yella a red bouquet.
何よこれ？
What are you doing? Don't girls like to be given flowers?
ないわよ。
I don't really need it. She turns away shyly while receiving the flowers with one hand. But I need it. I have never given flowers to a girl before.
もう一つは誰にあげるの？
Then you're giving the other bouquet to whom? Yella points at the white bouquet in my hands. I'm giving it to Mr. Cook. I point to the statue at one
これ
side.
がクックさんなのね。
That is Mr. Cook? Yes, wait here. I'm going to place it there. Okay. By the way, this place used to be my former home. I used to be afraid of people. I never went to Mr. Cook's salon by myself. Even when I was bored, I'd only go there with him. The bar was full of light-hearted chatter, just like this amusement park. Mr. Cook liked to chat with the salon's patrons at length, and he loved the atmosphere there. So he would definitely enjoy this place if he could watch that merriment from the people here in this era. Mr. Cook, please don't worry. We're doing well. I return to Yella after saying goodbye to Mr.
こ
Cook.
れから
And now, Yella seems nervous as she watches the large number of people in front. Maybe she has been staying away from crowded places for too long. Look over there!
何いきなり大声出してんのよ。びっくりするでしょ。
Yeah! Why did you shout out of the blue? You gave me a fright! She was startled when I suddenly tapped her shoulder from behind. Let's write on that thing moving around in circles.
何これ？こんなところにじっと座らされてちっとも面白くないわ。こんなのに乗るなんてみんなバカじゃないの？
What? It's not fun to sit still on this thing at all. Are people so stupid as to ride in this? We've boarded this thing called a roller coaster. The car is moving forward and ascending slowly by some unknown mechanism. Easy there. I enjoy the feeling of being high up, because I can feel the wind brushing against my cheeks at this altitude. We're even comparable in height to those birds flying around us.
そこなったわ。
It's so slow. Wait for it. We have already reached a very high spot without realizing it. The car has slowed down a lot, as if it is going to stop. Is it stopping here to allow us to enjoy the scenery? We have a good view and can see the entire amusement park from our vantage point.
違うわ。まだゆっくり動いてるもの。前の人が叫び出したわ。何か面
She's
白いものが
excited.
来るのね。
No, the car is still moving slowly and the people in front are shouting away. Looks like the interesting part is going to begin. The people around us are getting excited. Interesting part? I have a bad feeling. Before I can react, my mind becomes totally blank. Wah! I'm going to crash into the ground! She's having fun. Yella and everyone around us are screaming so loudly my eardrums are about to burst. Ah! I'm screaming too. The wind whistling past me is close to peeling off the skin on my lips. Next, the car keeps racing wildly around the circuit until I can find my voice. When we get off that blasted car, I can even feel the ground shaking under my feet. A roller coaster is such a harrowing experience, I'm definitely not going to ride on it again. It's so interesting, let's ride on it once more. Don't pull me, I'm really about to vomit. Fine, rest for a while then. I've survived it. I dashed straight to a bench at one side and lay there. The seat seems to be shaking too. Isn't a fun fair supposed to be a place for people to enjoy themselves? Or would they install torture instruments? I like how they changed the angle they placed her so that it looks totally like she's looking at us. Torture instruments, look, everyone is having fun here, but you are just too weak. Ooh, whatever. You said people are stupid to ride in this thing just now. Me? What did I say? Have you rested enough, little princess? Where are we going next? I'll look around. That tall moving wheel is the most prominent thing inside, but I don't want to go to any place high up for now. That one? So I point to a red building with weird carvings of buried fangs and extended claws about 100 steps away. It should be okay for me since a lot of couples are heading inside. Time won't wait for anyone. Get a move on then. She pulls me up from the bench before running there like a child. We arrive in front of the red building. I'm more wary of this time, so I ask an employee what is inside. The worker in a white uniform immediately tells me that the place has ghosts inside. Ghosts? I'm starting to have hearing problems from the wind that blew at my ears just now. Before I could ask any further, the line of people waiting outside had pushed us inside. It looks very ordinary. Let's go! Wait. The place really has ghosts inside. I still haven't prepared myself mentally for it. Yella won't allow me to slow her down too. She drags me into the darkness. I wonder if we're going to understand that they're not real ghosts too. Let's hope to not have a heart attack. There we go! Wah! What is this? Help! Ah! Why are you bawling? Shut up because you're spoiling the mood. It's really scary. Yes, little princess, hold me if you're scared. Go a bit slower. How boring. I thought this place had some ghosts inside, but it's not thrilling at all. Come up with something better, will you? Don't provoke them. Something better will pop out shortly. Useless. Watch me. That face. Ah, monster! I didn't expect this girl to unfold her wings and scare all the ghosts around us into running away. What are you doing? They scared you, so I showed them what is true fear. Dear me, Missy, my heart can't take it anymore. Please scrap your bright ideas, quick. You look even more stupid when you're frightened. And you're the reason I'm frightened most of the time. Is that so? I should spook you more often in the future then. No. I really almost wet myself. Oh my goodness.
決めたわ。あんたの間抜けの顔を見るのも違った面白みがあるわね。これからはもっと怖がらせてやろうっと。
It's decided. I get a different kind of thrill from looking at your silly face, so I'm going to scare you more often in future. What sort of lady is that? Anyway, it's not as if I didn't gain something out of it. She allowed me to hold her for the rest of our trip inside. Eventually, I managed to get out of that hellhole of a haunted house and dragged my weak legs back to the bench. I'm so tired.
本当にひ弱なんだから、私はまだまだいけるわよ。
You're really weak. I can still go on. Yes, you are powerful. Answered her flippantly and lie on the bench.
次は何をする？
What shall we play next? Let's rest for a while.
そうね。もっと面白いものがないか見てみましょう。
Fine. I wonder if there are more exciting things around here. She's talking as if there is no limit to her enthusiasm. Go. Later, she dragged me to a teacups ride, a free-fall ride, and a roller coaster again and again, until I vomited my entire lunch. All that madness lasted until the evening. Subsequently, we left the noisy crowd and walked for quite a long time into the forest to rent a boat at a lake. No Ferris wheel? A light breeze is blowing across our hair. Oh, the sunset. Pretty. Give me a moment since I want to screenshot it. Wait, they changed even her shoes. Pretty. I truly love this outfit. I think even more than the previous one, actually. This one is more bright, more colorful. More lively, even. The calm waves are allowing our boat to drift along gently. The ripples on the water surface are moving quietly. This is my favorite part at the moment. Slosh, slosh. The noise from that crowd is completely gone. The boat swaying from side to side, the birds chirping away, and the sloshing sound of water feels so relaxing. Oh, it feels nice.
いいわね。
Not bad. It's rare of you to find a non-exciting ride
ま
acceptable.
たあんたがあれやこれやを吐き出すところを見たくないからでしょ。
I didn't want to see you puke again. Get it? Oh. Thank you for your concern, Missy. The sunset is shining on the lake's surface like a beautiful candle. Our boat is drifting on the light blue lake, like a crescent moon in the sky. It is hard to imagine that we were even bedraggled last night in the sewers. What is happening in front of us feels like a dream. I extend my hand to pinch myself. It hurts, really hurts. I glance at Yella again. She's still around. Yella has closed her eyes and leaned back in her seat to enjoy this tranquil moment. Let's hope all this will last for a long time. I think to myself before closing my eyes in contentment. Yella's gentle voice reaches my ears
最
afterwards.
初こんなわけのわからない世界に来たのは全部あんたのせいだと思ってた。
At first, I thought it was your fault that I arrived in this strange world. Yella mutters as if she's speaking to me and to herself. As I wonder if I should continue the conversation, how to do it, her voice drifts across again.
最初にあんたと別れた後、何もかもめちゃくちゃになったこの世界を初めて一人で歩いたわ。ものすごく腹が立ってて、あんたのことも簡単に活かせるもんかって思ってた。
But honestly, it is quite outstanding how these developers do offer such cheap visual novels with such high quality. I often do not even find some of the pricey visual novels to have such good art. Hi Nighty, hi, how are you doing? When I was alone in this totally messed up world, after we separated for the first time, I felt extremely upset, thinking that I shouldn't have allowed you to go so easily.
あんたからは私の匂いがする。だからその匂いをたどってあんたを探したわ。ひどい目に遭ってればいいと思った。
You had my scent, so I made use of that to track you. I wanted you to become really unlucky.
でもあんたがバカみたいに無防備に不良どもに話しかけて縛られるのを見て なんだか急にほっとしたの。
But I saw you talk to the group of thugs like an idiot, and they tied you up, so I had a sudden change of heart.
あんただけが私と同じ過去から来たんだから、きっと他の人よりも私のことを理解してくれるはず。しかもあんたはこんなにバカで可愛いんだもの。他の人に騙されるよりも私があんたを騙してやろうと思った。
I thought to myself, since you were the only one who came from the past with me, you certainly understand me better than the other people, and you look so stupidly cute. Instead of following orders to deceive you, why not allow me to fool you? She gives a little chuckle and raises her head to look into the
ど
distance.
んな適当な嘘でもあんたはすぐに騙されるだろうから、話し相手としてずっとそばに置いておけるでしょ。
Anyway, I just need to make up any suitable lie where you would fall for it, and I'd have someone at my side I could talk to. You really fear being alone.
そうね。でも必死に私を探してたのは誰だったかしら。一人にするなって叫んで、どうしても私についていくって言い張ってたわ。
True, but I wonder who is that person who ran to look for me, screaming that he's lonely and insisted on following me. Oi! I laugh as I ignore her teasing and say how I feel. In the beginning I thought the same as you. It must be your handiwork that I was brought into this strange world without knowing why. I was grateful when you rescued me from those ruffians, but you said you were a vampire after that. I thought it was too absurd and doubted you. But I had no other choice, so I believed you. In fact, I kept worrying if you would suddenly suckle my blood back then. Nevertheless, I realized you wouldn't mince your words, yet you were very kind at heart after spending some time with you. I thought it was better to live with you in this world than alone. That's why I gradually found it hard to leave you. As I retrace the changes in my mind, the feelings in my heart are expanding. Yella. I grab Yella's hand resting at the side of her seat. It feels soft and delicate, and her skin is imparting a cooling sensation, yet I'm feeling hotter instead. Let's not leave each other again, okay? I swallow my saliva and continue. Yella, I look at her eyes, but my mouth is dry, and some words are stuck in my throat such that I can't express how I feel from the bottom of my heart. Yella abruptly moves her face closer to me. I can feel her presence right next to my face in that instant. Then her soft, moist lips touch my cheek before withdrawing a moment later like a dragonfly skimming on water. The part she touched is heating up rapidly. I'm stunned as if I have been immobilized by a paralysis spell. My heart is thumping vigorously like a drum being played very loudly at a celebration. By the time I focus on Yella, after returning to myself, she's already looking away, her face flushed. Am I mistaken just now? Yella suddenly pinches my hand, holding hers very hard. Oh!
あんたの面の皮は城壁より厚いのかしら。
Your skin is...
こんなことわけ？
Your skin is thicker than a city wall, so you can feel anything at all? I felt it, so you have agreed? She answers softly. The surface of the lake has a red hue from the sunset, matching the color of her cheeks. For a moment, I'm stunned by this elating development. It feels as if I am shooting upwards from the base of a valley, into the clouds on that roller coaster ride earlier. I love you. Goodness, game, don't make me read those sentences again. I had enough last time. Goodness. I look intently at the scene of her and the lake. I want to form an impression of her by sight and stir it in the softest and deepest part of my heart without allowing others to look at it.
バカ。口だけじゃないでしょうね。
Don't simply use your mouth, stupid. Can you two stop that? There are kids here. I am a child fox. From now on, I will definitely accompany you wherever you go.
そんなに私が必要なら特権をあげないでもないわ。
Since you need me so much, I will give you this special privilege. I'll bite reluctantly. Oh, may I have another special privilege?
何するつもりよ。普通の人間のくせに調子に乗らないで。
What do you want? No push your luck, ordinary human. I'm not ordinary, okay? I'm a vampire's companion. What do I want? Honestly, that kiss from just now felt like a dragonfly skimming on water. One can get enough of it. Give me a moment, cinnamon buns. I turned on the lights. Okay. The fox is back. What do I want? Honestly, that kiss from just now felt like a dragonfly skimming on water. One can get enough of it. That one just now. Can you do it again? Bah. Her cheeks slowly turn red. Then she begins to mutter.
直接聞くバカがどこにいるのよ。
How could that idiot make such a bold request? What? Are you shy?
うるさいわね。さっさとボートを漕ぎなさいよ。
Shut up! Hurry up and row the boat! Eh? Never mind, we still have our whole lives ahead of us. There's no need to rush for now. Our relationship reached a new level after we returned from the amusement park. Our faces were red as we held hands on the way back. Although we held each other's hand tightly in the past, we were fleeing for our lives in most instances. It was different this time. Today, we have turned from partners in life and death to eternal lovers. When we returned to our room, Yella complained loudly that the water was too hot and went to take a bath. I was also feeling restless while on the bed. I lay on it, sat up, and even tossed and turned while listening to the sound of running water from the bathroom. What? Raylan? What?
早く来て。
Hurry in here! What happened? Twitch, don't ban me! There's no visible parts. What happened? She sounds a bit flustered, so I hurry over to the bathroom to check on things. Wow, this is so exciting! Goodness. I quickly cover my eyes with my hands and peep through the small slits between my fingers.
バカ、恥ずかしがってる場合じゃないわよ。
Fool, is this the time to feel shy? Yellow pulls my hands down before pointing at one corner of the bathroom. What happened? What is that? Something black in color is moving. Is that an insect?
ジブリ。早くなんとかしてよ。
Cockroach, deal with it quickly. I feel this on so many levels. I look more closely at it. The black thing has a pair of antennas swaying along with its movements. A cockroach taking a bath. Why not? Really? I bent down and crept towards it, intending to hit it. Smack.
バカバカ、こっちに来たじゃない。
Idiot! It came here! Don't simply shout, help me to hit it too.
私、
I'm scared. What?
怖いのよ。家から早く取って。
Scared, I'm scared, okay? Hurry up and get rid of it. Dear me, yes, I'm going deaf. This girl's response is so extreme. Does she have a phobia of some things too?
どこ？
It's there! Yella grabs my head and turns it to face another corner. Gently, my neck almost broke. Sorry. A small cockroach can rattle this girl so much. Looks like she is really scared. I should wear something first, otherwise I can concentrate. Exactly, her current state might cause me to lose my composure anytime. Oh. Yella extends a leg out of the bathtub, only to withdraw it on coming to a realization.
取って。あそこの棚にバスタオルがあるから。
Help me fetch it. There's a bath towel on the shelf over there. Yes. I gather this girl is going to use the bathtub as her castle wall against cockroaches.
ほら、もういいでしょ。
Don't settle the matter at hand. She's urging me again after putting on the towel. I like this art. So white. Like she got silver hair and all that white around also. Pretty much matches the tones. She's urging me again after putting on the towel. Die! I inch towards the cockroach while it is sensing its surroundings in one corner and smack it with a slipper. Did you hit it? I may underestimated it on my first try. I bent down to retrieve the slipper. The insect is stuck at the sole, motionless.
気持ち悪い。見ないで早く捨てなさいよ。
It's so disgusting. Don't look anymore. Hurry up and throw it away. I told you I was a champion in a rabbit hunting competition back then. I triumphantly rubbed the insect with the tissue paper before throwing it into a rubbish bin. Then raised my leg to wear the slipper. Ah! We fell. Unfortunately, the floor is wet and I suddenly slip while standing on one foot, causing me to lose my balance. I quickly reach out to hold anything around. No! Why? But the thing also breaks off. Cinnamon buns! Second part of me not trusting the game. Be right back after checking out if it is safe. Super quick, I swear. And I crash on the floor. Are you okay? No, okay. It is safe. It is safe. It is safe. We're back. I'm alright. At all my butt hurts a bit. The booty. Stupid. I look at the thing in my hands. It's a metallic object. What is this thing? I was thinking it would be the toll actually. Like typical scene in anime. I show the object to Yella. This. Yella glances at it, then she becomes pale with fright. Idiot, you put the... The fox should learn how to shut up. Idiot, you'll put the tap out. How am I going to bath now? Nice game, very cute. Yeah, it is quite laid back. After all those dramatic parts. Back onto the chaos once again. Don't panic, I'll attack it. Anything that can be pulled out can be refixed. I bring the knob to the shower valve. But I can't figure out the spot to refix the knob after looking for a long time. Can you do it? I wipe off my sweat. Am I feeling nervous of this, or the steam from the hot bath led to it? I look for an attendant. Fine, but do it quickly. Yella might catch a cold if I spend too much time struggling with it. I should give up and leave to someone with more knowledge on this thing. Wait for me. A chambermaid happens to be passing by when I open the room door, so I ask her to come in and help. And she fixes the knob in just half a minute. I regret not having given up earlier. It's okay now. After the chambermaid has left, Yella closes the shower curtain and begins to take her shower while humming a tune. Yes, you can go now. The curtain has her silhouette, leaving plenty of room for imagination. A strange warm feeling is welling up. No, I should get out of here quickly. I turn on the television to watch something and calm down. The TV happens to be showing a cooking program. Someone is doing a demonstration of how to prepare a multi-layered cake. The pastry looks tender and delicious when it is ready. You're watching a program about food? A whiff of fragrance reaches my nose from behind. For a moment, I think it smells like the cake in the TV. It smells delicious. Yella takes a seat at the couch by the window. Her long, shining silver hair, dripping with water behind her, resembles a string of glittery jewels. The television can even impart the scent across. It's your scent. Pervert. Yella turns to look out the window in embarrassment. That's because you smell really nice. It's so fragrant until my head is filled with thoughts of your scent. Would you like to eat it? Yella raises this question in a very serious manner after some thought. Yes. I immediately nod energetically. You can have it for now. Ah? Why? Yella points to the bathroom. Weren't you sweating just now? Go and take a bath first. Okay, I'm going then. Make sure you bath thoroughly. She has an alluring smile on her. No problem. Chapter 6 came to its end. I woke up this morning with something pinning me until I nearly can't breathe. I realize Yella is lying on top after I have opened my eyes. She's just like a kitten curled up in my arms with her eyes closed and her long eyelashes swaying gently with her light breathing. I look at the wall clock from the corner of my eye. It's already close to 11 o'clock. Guess I really exhausted myself until it was very late last night before I could fall asleep. Raylan? She's still dreaming. She's even thinking about me in her dreams. I place my hand on Yella's silky smooth hair and caress her head. She really looks adorable when she's murmuring in her sleep. I'm going to bite all of you to death. What is this girl actually dreaming about? Never mind, since she's sleeping so deeply, I will sleep a little longer too. It's getting dark outside when I open my eyes. I'm not pinning the heater. Where's Yella? I feel around my body and one side of the bed. She's gone! Yella! I wake up in cold sweat. Had a bad dream? No. In fact, she's reading a book on the sofa. What were you screaming about then? I was only thinking about you. I'm too embarrassed to tell her I lost my cool when I woke up and couldn't find her around me. Hurry up and get out of bed, stupid. Whew. I'm yawning a few times. Guess I slept too late last night and didn't get enough sleep to make up for it. It's already 6 o'clock, why didn't you wake me up? I can hardly believe my eyes when I see the wall clock. An entire day has passed before I know it. I saw you were sleeping like a dead pig, so I couldn't bear to wake you up. You are really a capricious girl. You even said I was like a wild bull last night. You're shameless. Who is the one who became so tired like a jellyfish and said I couldn't take it anymore? Missy, please don't impose your vampire standards on normal human beings like me. That's true. You're just a human. Yella glances at the sunset outside the window. She sounds a bit sad. By the way, what do you plan to do about that young vampire lad you liked? Young vampire lad? Where did that come from? I asked you what you liked and you at one time, and you told me you still liked a brave vampire. Yella burst into laughter. Have I ever told you I liked a vampire? No. Still, we have slept for 3 centuries. A normal human being can possibly live for so long. I suddenly realized something. It's me? Yella nods in response. Dear me, why didn't you tell me at that time? I have been feeling so bitter about it all the while. Because I didn't want you to harbor any illusions at that time. I could leave you without any worries if you didn't know that I liked you. But I have been harboring fantasies for a long time. Yes, I can see that. You don't know that I'm aware of it too. You're really a contentious vampire. Likewise. Phew, now that something in my heart has been lifted, I suddenly feel empty, and a little hungry too. I'd be surprised if you don't feel hungry after sleeping for so long. I'm not that much of a sleepyhead, you drained a lot of my energy too. How talkative, you still aren't going to get up? You might not even get any leftovers for pigs if you delay any longer. Okay, I'm getting up. I get up from bed to leap at Yella on the sofa. Don't fool around! Ah! Unsurprisingly, she blocks me with her leg and I fall on the floor instead. I'm still aching all over. You brought it on yourself, you know? We came to a high-class restaurant at the hotel, sat on beautifully painted chairs next to the window and ordered a very expensive set meal. The waiter brought the starter meal within a short time. This 4-course set meal looks so nice. I wonder how it tastes. I try a mouthful at the exquisite food after hearing Yella's question. It tastes slightly sweet and sour, has a cool sensation, a lot of care has been put into the taste, and it's very appetizing. Yella nods with interest after she's heard my description. It sounds delicious just from hearing you say it. How about giving it a try? No need. Eating human food is akin to eating soy for me, no matter how delicious. A pity this place doesn't serve ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ. That is an exception. Why don't we open an Eastern restaurant? That's not impossible since we have the money. Let's find a suitable place and we can open one. I can eat ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ for free every day. But there are a lot of Eastern dishes besides ᴄᴏᴍᴜ and I know very little about them. Even if we hire an Eastern chef, I can tell whether the person is good or not. What about that place where you used to work? Shall we grab their chefs? Grab the chefs at Eastern Bar? I don't think it's okay to do that when Boss Wang is having difficulties, don't you think so? Fool, you worked for him for a month and he only gave you $300. That amount is equivalent to small change to drive away beggars. He took advantage of you when you were in difficulty. Somehow I think he treated me well. Never mind, I know you would say that. You told me before that his place used to be a restaurant, but he didn't have enough cooks, so he forced it to change it into a bar. That's right, he said he used to have more chefs compared to now. Then you should ask him for his former cooks' whereabouts before employing them. You won't disappoint him by doing this. Alright, I'll do it then. We can grab his chefs, if that doesn't work out. After that, you can learn how to cook ᴄᴏᴍᴜ from them openly. If they don't impart that recipe to you, you can take their wages at their boss. You're even more mean than Boss Wang. Hello, here's the soup. The waiter returns with another dish. It is some sort of seafood soup this time. Now that we've finished talking about myself, what about you? What are your aspirations? Yula is watching me drink my soup, so I ask her that question. My aspirations? Yula tilts her head and turns to look at the curtains swaying gently with the wind. Although I had snatched a lot of valuables, collected all sorts of rare stuff, and learned to lead that kind of extravagant lifestyle the rich enjoyed, how should I say it? They weren't the things I desired after obtaining them. Maybe it's because I'm a vampire. People need to spend their entire lives to fulfill those aspirations, whereas I can realize them easily, so it goes without saying that I can't appreciate their value. Even so, you probably have one or two things you would like to fulfill since you are still alive. She just purses her lips without saying anything else. Hello, here are the side dishes. The waiter comes over to serve several light dishes consisting mainly of seafood and vegetables, as if he wants to break the silence. Thank you. I allow the waiter to take away the empty dishes from earlier. Yella finally turns back to look at me after quite some time. How about this? I hope you can stay at my side forever and treasure the rest of our lives together. That's all. It's good enough. This is my last wish. She smiles gently at me. Of course this is no problem. I also thought of it. But I immediately remember that I'm a human. The oldest person I knew lived for 60 plus years, and I have already lived for more than 20 years. Hence, I will probably pass away in another 5 decades at most. Your last? Yes, I will accompany you to your grave, but for me... Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm not doing it for you, but I think it's too tiring to live on forever. So I want everything to end at your side. Yella. I grasped her hand. I will live well and use the rest of my life to give you a perfect ending. Have you been drinking too much honey, such that you can say such words? You don't like it? No, I like it. Azila gazes at me and notices her gentle smile has become a broad one. I'm really happy. I have made up my mind. I'll protect this smile from now on. At this moment, the ominous sound of thunder seems to be rumbling faintly from the sky. I look out the window in alarm to check. What's wrong? The sky doesn't have any grey clouds, nor signs of rain. The evening sun is slowly disappearing among the skyscrapers. No, nothing. It's probably just an ordinary thunderstorm without rain. After all, it's summer now, and the lightning from the heavens can possibly come under such mild weather conditions. I can't take it anymore. I ate the entire set dinner for 2 people all by myself. That stomach of yours is bulging like a dead pig's head. I thought it would be a shame to waste them. Then you shouldn't try so hard to eat them later. Nobody's forcing you to finish all of it anyway. That was $600. I could eat outside for 3 months. Fool, if you die from eating too much, I'm not going to accompany you to your grave. That's too stupid. Burp. I belch slowly. Now my stomach finally feels a little better. It's okay, I have digested it, haven't I? Fine, let's get some fresh air at the balcony. You'll feel better. Good idea. We go to the balcony. A full moon is standing out from the surrounding stars above us. Isn't the moon really beautiful tonight? It's brighter than that night. She was flying high up in the sky while holding me in her arms back then. I was in the air, but my heart was as cold as the bottom of the sea. The air really feels so clean after a rain with thunderstorm. Tonight is different. I feel so happy I could fly up to the moon along with the night breeze. I just remembered something. Another vampire besides that veteran I mentioned earlier told me of a legend. It said the lightning from the heavens is summoned by the stars from the sky. Stars? They're watching from the skies to strike down vampires? Just like hitting mice? How can they hit all of them when there are so many vampires? Perhaps every star is watching a vampire? The sky has so many beautiful stars, instead a bit excessive to use all of them to strike vampires. There aren't that many vampires either. Maybe it's just a small part. Which is that nasty star that wants to strike you then? I gesture at the stars to find a special one. Yella is also following my fingertip to gaze at the sky. I certainly won't know because the sky will be thickened with grey storm clouds each time the lightning arrived. It was so dark that I couldn't see any stars at all, and I didn't have the courage to take a look when I hid from it. That's true. If that vampire could actually see which star delivered the lightning, you wouldn't have met him. Yes, he probably heard that story from someone else. The vampires who stood around like idiots when the lightning arrived would have already turned to ash. Anyway, I can't retrieve such a bad star, even if it really exists, just as I can't fetch the sun for you. No one is having any hopes that you can fetch it later. Fine, we have already dodged the lightning. We can take our time to think of a way to retrieve that star in the future. You should learn how to cook a good ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ from now on. Don't even think about fetching a star in this lifetime. Humanity has made great strides in technology. They might even fetch stars in a few decades' time. Who knows? You're so confident in humankind's advancements in science and technology? Yes, you didn't see the TV. People have already reached the moon. Really? Do you have to open your mouth so wide? I also gaped when I saw it on TV, but it wasn't as exaggerated as yours. What did they see on the moon? It looked like a completely grey, empty landscape. Those people who went to the moon were moving around, rather clumsily in their baggy clothes. It's not a drama that kind to make people laugh. No, watch the whole program. The host said it was a project that started quite a number of years ago, and they reached the moon back in 1979. That's really amazing. Yes, I can't imagine at all. Did you see any other new stuff? Not really, I'm more into cookery shows. That one you watched yesterday? The program seemed boring to me. You should know I'm a chef. Wrong, you are a restaurant owner, and the chefs are your subordinates. You just need to cook ᴄᴏᴍᴜᴜ for me. Wow, what a ruthless boss lady! We enjoyed the cold summer wind while chatting about our daily lives and future plans in this partly familiar world. Somehow it felt as if this would be the most common occurrence for the next few decades in our lives. We finally stopped our conversation and turned around to leave this comfortable balcony when time passed until it became late at night. The air temperature became colder and my stomach stopped aching. What's the matter? However, I hear a faint sound from the sky again as Yela is about to step inside the room, so look in that direction. Something seems to be moving across the sky in the distance, but I can't register its presence, even when I look intently. Just when I thought I was only imagining things, my eyes suddenly fell on a rapidly expanding ball of translucent light, and the glimmer from the surrounding stars seemed to be skipping along with its movements. Then I noticed it. The unknown ball of light appears to be zipping towards us. Although it isn't traveling as quickly as lightning, it has reached our balcony in the blink of an eye, giving off a sinister glow. Isn't this light the same as that one which struck the rat dead in the sewer tunnels? I have a bad feeling, don't tell me this is lightning from the heavens! The light globe is hovering towards Yela from behind like a phantom, but she is heading into the room, oblivious to the silent treat's approach. There's no time. I pounced her without caring about anything else, knocking her inside the room. She yelps in fright, but everything becomes abnormal before I can see what happened. An array of colors resembling numerous rainbows snaking around me are the only things in sight. My body suddenly feels very hot, as if molten iron is being poured onto me, but the scary feeling quickly disappears like an illusion. It's replaced by a very cold sensation as if I have fallen inside an icy cave. I can move, not breathe, and my heart is racing as if it is gathering all the blood I have to save my life. But my blood vessels seem to be stuck in mud, and each time my heart beats, my body hurts so much it feels worse than death. Soon the painful sensation has disappeared, and the array of colors around me are dispersing. The bindings on me seem to be disappearing bit by bit. I feel lighter and can even float. I am dead? This is how it feels when a person is dead? Suddenly a voice enters my head, and a confusing display of colors have coalesced to form a blurry figure resembling a silver-haired girl. What is she doing? Is she crying? Who is she holding in her arms? Me? Why does she look so sad? Because I'm dead? I am dead. She's going to be alone again. She's really pitiful. I want to respond to her, but I can't feel any of my limbs, my torso, my eyes, or mouth. Little by little, I seem to be moving away. Further away from her. And she is moving further away from me. Am I going to heaven? Or to hell? Because I used to be a monster's minion. But all these aren't important. How I wish I can see her a little longer. She's still so beautiful. It is so nice to see her during the last moment in my life. What? That was an actual ending? Like, I hope it's a bad end, goodness. And not the true one. But like, are these our memories or are those the credits? I'm confused. Oh, okay. Okay. Who's that? Who's calling me? Don't die. I seem to be enveloped in warmth. Something warm and moist is dripping on my face. Suddenly I cough violently to the extent that my airways hurt from the strong air pressure. I open my eyes to see Yao's tear-stained face, and the sun is already up. The daylight feels a little glaring. Ah. I try my best to say something by using the air from my lungs, but my lips are dry, and the spot where my tongue should be feels as if it has turned into a rigid lump of charcoal. As the air leaves my mouth, I smell something like grilled offal. I want to get up, but I can't move at all because my body won't listen to me. Yao stops crying and begins to smile. She kneels down next to me and examines my eyes closely. Wonderful, that's really great. What happened? I won't ask this question, but I can manage my voice. So I have no choice but to look at her in silence. Hush, don't move. Listen to me. You can see my confusion. I grabbed that moment while you were still alive to turn you into a vampire. There we go. Oh, I have become a vampire? Don't move, the flesh and organs in you have been roasted to a crisp by the lightning from the heavens, but a vampire has rapid regeneration abilities. Once you have woken up, you will recover in no time. Was roasted to a crisp? That was the first time I ever saw the lightning approach so quietly. I couldn't figure out why it was less intense, but that was too sneaky. Still, you shouldn't have stood in its way, Aether, you fool. I try my best to move my facial muscles and smile, an indication that I don't mind. You can still smile? No wonder heaven couldn't bear to turn an idiot like you into cinders. No! I caught dryly a couple of times. The charcoal-like piece in my mouth seems to have dropped and my tongue can move now. Aren't I still alive? My arm seems to be getting softer as I raise it. I use my thumb to wipe the tears on her cheek. Sorry, I got ahead of myself and turned you into a vampire. Yao winces in anguish, her eyes brim with tears. Sorry, I agreed to accompany you to your grave. I still don't have the courage to die after all. What are you saying? So long. As I can see, I'm happy with anything I become. I'm just afraid that I can see you again. I'm not afraid of anything else. Fool! Yao kneels down to lean on my chest. She's listening to my heartbeats and crying softly. Oh, I begin to feel sharp pains all over my body and cold sweat coming out of my head. The newly grown flesh seems to be tearing across the shattered flesh and blood as if someone is cutting off the bad parts from a slab of meat and attacking new pieces of meat to it. Raylan, it must be hard to bear with this. It's okay. I console Yella and try my best to endure the pain, even though it feels like flesh scraping against bone. Hey, you're okay? Yella grasped my hand firmly. I'm fine, as long as you're around. I also hold her hand tightly with all my 10 fingers. If only we have fresh blood, then you could recover faster. No hurry, this way is quite good. But don't move, don't leave me. I just need to rest for a while, and we'll be alright. You're hopeless, close your eyes. By the time I open my eyes, the sun rays have already turned yellow in the evening. Yella has also fallen asleep while holding me in her arms. The pain on my body has mostly subsided. I can even feel my blood circulating inside me. I try to move my arms and fingers, they're surprisingly fluid. You've woken up? Hello, 괰ᴏᴍᴍᴜᴜ, thank you for the hydrate reading, thank you. You've woken up? Thank you for looking after me. Now it's my turn to owe you a debt of gratitude. I love you even more when you're so nice. What? This isn't the time to say such things, okay? Hey, you can move now? More or less. Then get up, quickly. No, I want to enjoy your sweetness a little longer. Don't you feel embarrassed to say such things? Well, I am. Do you know, my head was filled with thoughts of you when I was about to die. Raylan, that's why I don't want to leave you. It wasn't easy for me to be alive again. Really, you have become a vampire. Even your character has changed too. To be precise, I treasure the moments with you more now that I have died once. Idiot, if you aren't going to get up and drink some blood for yourself soon, you're going to die again. Really? I'm not lying. Oh. Shall we? I'm not lying. You've just been turned and you're surviving on the blood I pass it to you. If you don't replenish your blood as soon as possible, your body can't retain its human or vampire traits. And you'll become a walking dead with no capacity to eat any food or drink any blood. Little by little, your flesh will lose its vitality and rot before you die. It's so scary. Aren't you going to get up then? Yes. I'm so frightened I quickly get up at Yella's side. Since the Eastern Bar is the only place we know where we can just buy blood from them, we immediately call for a taxi and head there. What was that Japanese accent just now? Gyepi. Goodness. I'm confused. Utterly confused. It's closed? However, we noticed the bar's door is shut when we arrived there, and the inside is dark and deserted.
Taxi.
Baba, please don't. Let's pretend nothing happened, okay? It never happened, you imagined that. It's been sealed for investigations. The door doesn't have any sign posted on it. Whatever, let's go in anyway. Huh? We're going in? Don't you think it's a bad idea? You're going to die, yet you still have time to talk so much? Yell kicks the door after saying her piece. The tall rickety wooden door obviously can take the heat as it crashes to the floor after complaining loudly. Let's go! She has returned to that Yella when I first knew her. We head directly to the kitchen at the back. Although the place is pitch dark, I can still see everything around me. So this vampire's abilities is much better than a human's. Cinnamon buns. I'm getting a bit tired and I wanted to keep this stream of today on the cozy side. So I believe we're going to complete this visual novel after all tomorrow. I will be ending the stream here. And tomorrow we're going to continue it, alright? Please don't leave just yet because we are going to raid someone as per usual. Let me see where to save this. Give me a moment. I don't know. This one maybe. Okay. We're going to proceed with this visual novel tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed your Gyepi time this evening overall. Goodness, I did not re-enable the game's audio. No one told me! I thought it was enabled, sorry about that. So, we're going to continue the visual novel tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed this streaming and the game as well overall. We've been just turned into a vampire, so that's it for now, and for tomorrow I believe we'll get that final ending. And we'll have the time also possibly to complete all of the endings overall, to discover all of them. And for now, give me a tiny moment, so I'm gonna see who is streaming. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're raiding this amazing artist, VTuber artist that I really love their works of. They mainly do love blue color and you can really notice it. And their artwork is always of such high quality, it is like amazing. They do have pretty often those blue palettes. I really love their work overall. Like they do seem ethereal and at times they do use like regular colors, as in, I do mean not only blue palettes. At some point I will possibly commission a banner from them actually. So that's it, Silmans. Let's begin the raid. We're gonna see each other tomorrow and thank you for stopping by. Bye bye!